There are some people that earn part of their wage through commission, and in order to be able to do the calculations with commission, we need to do some practicing of what it is to calculate the percent of a number. So 12% of $175. So in other words, we're going to calculate the taxes on a $175 item in British Columbia. So 12% means 12 out of 100. That's what this percent symbol means. And if you pick up a calculator and take 12 divided by 100, you will see that it's 0.12. Every time you divide by a power of 10, you are going to move the decimal point. So a quicker way of looking at that is to say 12%, the decimal place is right here, and when I divide by 100, it means I'm going to move the decimal place over to the left 2. Why 2? Because there's 2 zeros in the 100. So 12% written as a decimal is 0.12. So that's the first step, to write the percentage as a decimal. The second part is to realize that the word of means multiplication. So that means that I'm going to actually do the multiplication. I'm going to take 12% as a decimal, 0.12, of times, that means times $175. That's not something we expect you to do in your head, but you can help using your calculator, and you'll find that it is 21. Next step is to say, all right, what am I calculating? I'm calculating dollars, which means I should express my answer as dollars. So my answer is $21. Notice I'm going to put the decimal place plus 2 zeros. That's how much 12% is of 175. So in Beautiful Bay, there are 12,000 people. 12,000 people is the total number in the town or the city. 40% of them are seniors. How many seniors live in Beautiful Bay? So the question is really asking you to calculate 40% of the 12,000 people. So step one is to change the percent into a decimal. So that means you're going to divide by 100. And when you divide by 100, this decimal place moves to the left 2 spots. So 0.40. The of means multiplication, 12,000. So using a calculator, 40% of 12,000 is 4,800. Always include what you're measuring. In this case, I'm counting people. Next one is a banking question. You are charged 1.3% interest on a loan of $3,500. How much interest will you pay? Well, it's like what the question is asking is 1.3% of 3,500. Step one, to divide by 100 to get rid of this percent sign. So I'm going to move the decimal place once, twice, so it's going to be 0.013. Of means multiplication, 3,500. And 0.013 times 3,500 is 45.5. Now because I'm talking about dollars, I should write this as dollars. So $45.50. And the last example is about getting a bonus paid out. You are paid a bonus of 0.02% on merchandise you sold. So you're obviously a salesperson and you sold $14,600 worth of merchandise. What was your bonus? So the question is asking, what is 0.02% of 14,600. First step is to divide by 100 because you want to get rid of this percent sign. So I'm going to move the decimal place over to the left 2 spots. So my decimal place now looks like 0.0002 of means multiplication and 14,600. Doing the arithmetic on that using a calculator, you get $2.92. And I would argue that you need to advocate for a larger bonus. Seems like very little money for that amount of sales.